Hey everybody, it's the Daily Moogle. Welcome back to Eternal Eden. And in this video we're going to continue the Star Tropics dungeon. Which, as I said in the last video, is coincidentally or otherwise named after one of my favorite games of all time, which I LP'd already as my very first one. And this one being my second one. So, pretty much still an amateur, I guess, as far as Let's Plays go and such. But, you know, I'm getting there. So anyway, we have a lot more enemies to take out, and oh my god, I hate these guys. These are the enemies that should be easy to kill. They only have 500 HP. I should be able to take these guys out no problem, except for the fact that apparently their evade is really high. And yeah, you can't barely hit the frickin'... Ugh. Oh my god. In fact, we've already seen this battle before. Let me try, like, maybe another round or two and just see if it goes any better. Because I might just edit the rest of this out. Oh my god. Come on. Somebody land a hit. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Something popped up on my computer there and froze the game. Well. Wow. Alright, I guess I'll just try not to pull the rest of my hair out, because I've already pulled some of it out over this battle, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh my god, finally. That battle took, like... Well, I guess, like, it's only 3 minutes, but for one battle in this game, 3 minutes is a lot. Oh my god, I had to use so much MP to heal and everything. That battle was horrible. Oh my god. Alright, let's just go to the next one. Hopefully there's no other battles like that, but I think there is one more. I actually do remember, I think there's at least one more of those. Where it's 4 of those guys. Alright. I kind of wish we could, like, swim a little bit faster here, but I guess the game has to be somewhat realistic. You can't just, like, swim as fast as you want all the time. Although, you know, you could add some kind of, like, stamina bar, where, like, when the bar gets empty, then you're forced to move slower until you recover, or something like that, but let's actually go to the right first, because there's going to be a bunch of treasure over this way. No! Oh. Okay, you know what? In that first round, I landed 2 hits and killed off 2 of them already, so let's see if I get lucky again. Oh. Sure, I'll get lucky, except Noah doesn't do enough damage. But look at that! That battle went so much faster than the first one. So I guess it all kind of evens out. The first battle sucked, so the second one was, you know, it helped even it out, whatever. And yeah, unfortunately, there's 3 treasures over here, which is really cool, but each one is guarded by its own enemy. So, well, let's just start taking them out one by one. Okay, Sahagins. I don't think this is a new enemy, but I guess I'll show it, because I don't think we've encountered them in this particular dungeon before. I mean, we didn't exactly get through a lot of this place in the last video, we just kind of started it. We should be able to at least get to the boss, though, in this particular video. And we'll see if I can actually finish the boss off as well, but I might have to save that for the start of the next video, just as kind of a cliffhanger. And yeah, so this Palatine hat is a little bit of an upgrade for Gene, so let's go ahead and put it on him. And right on to the next battle. Alright, let's see. The fishmen here, I think we saw in the last video already. Let me just edit out this battle. Okay. They went down, and we get a wisdom hairband for it. So, is that for Gene also, or no? That's probably for Joel. So she gets more defense and spirit. Nice. Let's heal up a little bit before the next battle. Yeah, so far it seems like, you know, you find a lot of different equipment. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Gene. Cure. Shoot. I guess I should probably use an ether on him. You find a lot of equipment that, like, pretty slowly, incrementally gives you, you know, small boosts. Like right there, it was, you know, 4 more defense and 4 more spirit. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, after that battle, Noah and Joelle, I believe, both leveled up to level 32, so that's nice. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, it seems like you do find a lot of different equipment throughout the game, and, you know, you just get, like, slight upgrades each time, so it's kind of nice that it, like, walks you up step by step in terms of your stats. Other than, you know, gaining levels, of course. So, the other thing that I'm noticing with these battles is that a lot of the enemies use water attacks. And, yeah, I had the sleep rings on everybody because some of the enemies use sleep as well. But at this point, I'm kind of starting to wonder if the frog masks are actually a better choice, because I got hit with a lot of water spells in that last battle. I guess it can't hurt, right? I mean, we can try it out and see how it goes. And our last treasure is a Yes shield. Yes, YS. Not really sure how you pronounce that, I guess. Okay, see, I'm starting to get more defense over the escutcheon shield, but I still don't think it's enough to convince me to remove it. So, I guess I'll just give it to Downey still. Alright, so that's all we can do on that screen. Now we gotta come down here and fight yet another enemy. Like I said, man, there's so many enemies in this place. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, and after that battle, Downey hit level 31. So he joins the crew of people who have recently leveled up. Alright, now on this screen, other than the enemy that we want to take out, in any second now, there it is, these little water spouts are going to appear. And basically, you want to quickly tap the action button when they appear, and basically you dive all the way over to this spot where you can collect the Tropic Key. So yeah, we already found the key that we can go back and use on the door that was toward the beginning of this dungeon, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and take these guys out while we're here. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's go to the left. Swimming around, looking for items. So I guess in this case, the items must be floating in the water, or something like that, instead of just sitting on the ground. Alright, let's take these guys out. Oh, Jesus. See you in a minute. Alright. You know, I've realized it's pretty hard to, like, have a consistent conversation with you guys and, like, be able to actually talk about something continuously without constantly being interrupted by the battles that I'm going to edit out. Because, like, I get started on trying to say something, and then I get into a battle, and it's like, you know, for you guys, when I edit it out, it happens instantly, but, you know, I still have to actually play the battle, and it's like over the course of that minute or two, I just kind of lose track of what I was saying, or where I was at in the story, or whatever the hell I was doing. So it's, like, kind of frustrating sometimes. But, let's grab this treasure, which is a Yes helmet, to complement the shield that we found earlier, I guess. And let's see. I might want to give this one to Noah. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. I'll give it to him. Why not? Do I want to try the next battle, or should I heal up first? Let's use a tent. Let's play it safe. I'll play it safe today. Alright, now we're more than ready to kick these guys' asses. Oh, we actually have some new enemies. Finally, huh? We have a crocodile and 2 toads. Well, these guys are gonna go down like nothing. These guys are as good as dead. Excuse me. Drinking a glass of chocolate milk right now. Don't I feel like an adult? You know, chocolate milk is just one of those drinks that, like, you're never really too old for, you know? I'm basically just a kid with adult responsibilities. That's basically what I am. That's pretty much what's going on over here. So yeah, if you notice, since we used Joel's weather song, we're actually walking on the same ground that we were just swimming over. So it's kind of cool. I really like, actually, the design of this dungeon. The way that it's kind of laid out like that. Alright, Buster Charge, attack up. Should take care of those 3 guys. In real life, I would be terrified if 3 crocodiles were trying to attack me, but, in a game, it's fine, I guess. No worries. Cool. Couple level ups. Always welcome. Alright. I'm going to skip that guy just for a second. Because the whole point of what we're trying to do here, when we get up to this screen, if you remember, it's kind of hard to picture it. You got to kind of overlay what the screen looks like with the water there. We did swim over this screen earlier in the video, but, oh, you know what? I got to do something else first. Basically, those pillars are in the way of where we ultimately need to go to get to the boss, as well as the Hall of Treasures, actually. So what we want to do is move those pillars onto their respective colored square areas here. So like the green one would go here, and whatever color that is will go here. But you can see we can't even get to the pillars yet. There's rocks with the different colored orbs on them. But luckily the switch that deactivates the green ones is actually right over here to the left. So we should have went over here first. That was a very long-winded explanation for I screwed up, basically. Okay, let's hit the switch and then head back over there. There we go. Just had to take a little side trip first. And there they go. Okay, so now we can get this guy all the way over here, and we'll hear a little jingle. That was a pretty accurate recreation of that sound effect. So, just to explain what we're going to do next, we're basically going to have to do the exact same thing on the other side here, where you can see there's some blue rocks, and we'll have to move those pillars onto their respective squares, just like we did for these ones. And to get there, we'll have to, like, basically go back, use the weather song again, and, well, swim all the way back over the other direction. So there's a little bit of backtracking and, you know, not redundancy, but, yeah, I don't know. There's a little bit of backtracking required in this particular dungeon. So let's get the heck over there. Let's not waste any time here. Weather song, there we go. Yeah, even though the game saves where your cursor is in the menu, like, I'm still in the habit of just, I don't know, moving the cursor around for some reason. I don't know, man. It's just a habit, I guess. So, let's see, we want to go up here again. And so, yeah, the 2 pillars that we just moved were right here. Excuse me. And now you can see they've been moved way the hell out of the way. So, these are the 2 pillars that we're going to have to now deal with to be able to get up there where we need to go. So now we're going to swim up here to do that. And of course, there's going to be a lot more enemies that we have to deal with, so let's see who this is. Alright, I'll edit this one out. Alrighty, so let's move up here. And we have a treasure chest, which contains a Celestian robe. So this is probably for Jean. Yep. So there we go. A couple more defense and one more spirit. Better than nothing. Any items here? Nope. Alright, we can move along. Move along like I know ya do. Sorry, that just kind of popped into my head for a second. I don't even particularly care for the song, but it just popped in there and I had to go with it. Oh my god. Oh my god, the flying fish. Alright, those guys are taken care of. Please, no more of those. I'm begging you, game. Alright. Yeah, we may, I'm just looking at my timer here, and we may not actually even get to the boss in this video. I'm gonna have to start deciding when I'm gonna cut it off here. There's just so many freaking enemies. It's part of the problem. Like this. Even though I'm editing a lot of it out. You know, with all the battles that I've shown even, like, the battles are just taking up a lot of time. But, alright, well, I don't want to show the flying fish, so I'll see you in a second. Hopefully this goes fast. Alright, not too bad. I really can't complain. Do. Oyster. Tonic. Yep, this is where we're going to use the weather song again, as you can see. By the star tile over there on the little island. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Yep, repeat enemies. I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, let's go ahead and use the weather song. Do. See, what I said about my timer, now I'm second-guessing myself, because, you know, it's hard to know exactly how much time is going to be saved when I edit. And it's like I could still have plenty of time, and I'm just not really sure. Because like I said, I mean, fighting the actual battles does take up a lot of time, even though I know it's not going to be in the final video. And we got some new enemies, Centipede, with 950 HP. I was thinking about using Shockwave, but no, I won't be that cheap. We'll use the good old-fashioned Buster Charge and Attack Up technique. How about that? And I think these guys are weak to fire, is what I found out when I was practicing. So maybe I will just go ahead and try to make it to the boss, and then, I mean, however long the video ends up being, that's just how long it's going to be. Because I'm generally aiming for it to be, you know, not much more than 20 minutes, but if it ends up being 25 and I make it to the boss, I guess that's still okay. Because it makes sense to cut the video off right before the boss, you know, I mean, it's just an appropriate spot in the gameplay to actually cut things off. Well, made quick work of them. Those crocodiles didn't stand a chance. Seashell. Tonic. What do we have in the treasure chest? We have a miracle staff. Can it perform miracles, like getting rid of some of the enemies in this place? I don't know. Who is this for? This is for Jean. Yeah, but I like the bow, actually. I like that he's able to actually do a little bit of, like, respectable amount of damage with his physical attack instead of having to use magic all the time. Alright, just a note from that last battle. The toads can use Paralyze on you. That happened to Downey in that battle, which was a little bit frustrating, so just keep an eye out for that. But regarding the enemies, too, I wanted to say I've noticed that all of the enemies that show up once you use the weather song to drain all the water away, there's kind of a different demographic of enemies that appear. than when the water is there and you're swimming around. So that's just another design element of the game that I've noticed now. Yeah, I mean, it's just the kind of thing that you can tell that the creator of the game actually put some thought into it and you know, made it that way on purpose. So that was kind of cool. God damn it, man. You know what? I needed to go the other way and flip the switch first. Let me run back over there real quick. At least now I'm not swimming. I can actually dash and move a little bit faster. That's always nice. So yeah, from here we wanted to go up first. Oh. I wonder what's to the right. Let's go up first. Because here's the switch. And I have a feeling there's some items here that we want to get. Ooh, a dash ring. It's not that often you pick up, like, a piece of equipment. Usually it's just medicine or loot for selling and stuff. So I'm assuming the dash ring adds, like, yeah, it adds 10 to your agility. Alright, so that's pretty cool. That could be very handy in the right situation, I suppose. Oop. Alright, before I worry about that enemy, let me come over here. And yeah, there's actually nothing in this screen but treasure. That's awesome. Why can't more of the screens be like this? So we picked up some Yes armor there in that chest, which now completes the set. We've already got the shield and the helmet. So is it better than the turtle armor? No, it is not. Is it better than the Tiamat armor? Yes. Therefore, Downey gets it. And let's go ahead and put it to use in this next battle here. Ooh, Eternal Bee. I think these are new, but they're really not that impressive. These guys should go down. Oh, no, you know what? Now I remember. These aren't new enemies. These are the ones that put you to sleep. Yeah, and I already took off the sleep rings, so it's a little late to be whining about that. I mean, it's my own fault. I took them off, so I knew I was putting myself at risk. But, come on, finish him off. There we go. Okay, I want to keep moving here. So we got to run all the way back around, move those pillars, and then there's going to be a little bit of treasure to collect back at the beginning of the dungeon. Because before we proceed to the Hall of Treasures and onto the boss, obviously, we want to go back and use that Tropic key that we found a while back. You know, in this dungeon, it's actually made so that you find that key a lot earlier than in all the other dungeons so far as I can remember. Like, in some cases, that key and that door unlock the way to the boss. You know, like, you don't use that key until a lot later in the dungeon. Alright, so we're done now. We can use the weather song again, and we need to go back to... I guess we'll... You know what? I'll meet you guys back at the beginning of the dungeon, because that's our next step. Alright, back on this screen. This is where we can use the Tropic key. And then we can swim all the way to the left here, a couple of screens. And this long path here is going to lead to a new skill that Downey is going to learn. Which, in my opinion, I'm not sure if I'm ever really going to utilize it, but here it is. MP damage. Which, as you can probably guess, is an attack that, instead of lowering an opponent's HP, or maybe it does both, in which case it would be a lot more handy, but... See, I was assuming that it only does damage to MP instead of HP, but I could be wrong about that. I guess I'll have to test it out. But yeah, the problem I have with that skill is that, you know, when you're in a battle, you can see how much HP your enemy has, but you don't know how much MP they have. And you know, just because I have a little experience using RPG Maker, I know that you can specify, you know, just like how much HP each enemy has, you can specify how much MP they have as well. And at least when I was trying to make a game, I mean, I was pretty lazy about it, so I'm not saying everybody does this, but you just don't put as much thought into how much MP an enemy should have as you do HP. You know, because HP is pretty important. I mean, it defines pretty heavily how tough that enemy is going to be to kill, or how long it's going to take to kill them, at least. But for MP, a lot of times you just don't care as much, so you might put in, like, some obscenely high value. Let's pick up our bonus experience here. And, you know, you just don't really think about it. Nice. And the big treasure is an Astro Lance, which is for Downey. So we get 5 more attack power. That's pretty awesome. It's a lance made of fallen meteorites. Couldn't have a better description than that. Alright, so, let's see. Let me go check up here. I wonder if there's any items here in between the waterfalls. Excuse me, got that, like, the hiccups all of a sudden. Nothing, huh? I gotta make sure, you know? You never really know where there's gonna be hidden items, as we have no doubt learned by now. Alright. I guess not. So on the screen, finally, you can see the orange smoke is there. That's the boss. And I guess while I'm here, I'm just gonna grab my items real quick. Yeah, definitely this video is going to end up being pretty long, I have a feeling, so we'll save the boss for the next video. And, yeah, we'll take on the boss and proceed from there. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's the Daily Moogle, signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.